Hey, it's Phil here, and in this video, I'm going to show you a couple things. First of all, I want you guys to understand that you will never need an external website. You can literally do everything inside the Booking Koala website builder. I'm going to show you my exact setup, what we've created, and what generated majority of our $15 million in revenue. So let's get started. Let's jump into it so you guys can go ahead and see exactly how everything works. So here is the Booking Koala portal, and here is how you're going to access the website builder. It's going to be under the settings, design forms and website, and then you're going to go to customize theme. So when you sign up for Booking Koala, every single website, every single account already comes with a website builder. So originally when we launched, it wasn't there, but then we've added it on. So I always like to look at it as you have the entire system and you have a whole website for free. That's how I like to always say it. And when you go on customize theme, this is exactly inside of our account. Okay. And I'll show you how easy everything is because, before Booking Koala, we actually created our website from scratch. So we had someone built it out. Over the years, we've spent a lot of money. And today, you could literally do this for $27 a month and do it better. And why can you do it better? Because I took all the knowledge and experience from building, all my businesses, all the websites, and we created, templates that give you a layout so that you already have pretty much the highest converting website off the bat. Okay. And that's what a lot of people also don't understand. And what I see oftentimes is someone's going to start a business on Booking Koala, and then eventually someone with an agenda, usually a developer, is going to tell you you need a custom website if you guys want to go somewhere. And you guys will start reading articles and things like that. And yes, there's a lot of people that write things like that, usually a developer. And back 10, 15 years ago, that was true, but today, that's why do you think Wix is succeeding, and places like Booking Koala and other website builders are becoming popular? Because you don't need to hire expensive developers. You could literally do this yourself with drag and drop options, and it is so much easier and saves you so much time. So back in the day, like I said, we've built a website and did many different revisions, and then eventually I switched everything over to Booking Koala. And why did we do that? Well, because for one big reason, the big reason was that you do not need to hire someone or contact someone every time that you need to make a change. And that is what sucks when you have custom websites and you don't know how to actually manage it and how to do any of it, right? You have to hire someone. And if you're changing your website all the time, adding images, things like that, then if someone's on vacation, like your developer is on vacation, or she has a lot of different projects, simple change could delay what you want to do for a week, and that really sucks. On top of it, it could be expensive, right? You may need to have a developer on payroll, or you need to pay them every time you need to make a change, which again also is expensive. That's why today I don't know why anybody would ever want to build a custom website somewhere else. If and this is not just me who uses the website builder, right? And is a big business. We have literally thousands of people who build websites using the website builder. One thing I also hear is people say you cannot rank using this website builder. Usually now, an SEO company that sold someone on the idea that you need WordPress or you need something else, because again, there may be some agenda, and don't trust my word for it. I'm going to actually show you proof. So we have here, this is my website, and like I said, everything is all on bookingkoala.com, right? So here is my website, and here we are, third position. for the biggest keyword that you can have for reoccurring house cleaning. So this is our best keyword. There's one bigger keyword that we're currently optimizing for, and we're jumping between first page and second page. Hopefully we're going to get bumped up there soon because we've made a lot of changes using the website builder. But this is the biggest keyword that we personally want because we're in the home cleaning industry. So here you have it, third position in a saturated market. This isn't a small city, right? Chicago is top 5 biggest cities in the United States. So it doesn't really get much bigger than that. And you don't need much more proof that you can rank using the BookingKoala website builder, right? Third position, I've seen it jump around between first to third. Again, we're still optimizing it. So sometimes it fluctuates, and forever it will fluctuate, right? Because competitors are doing things too. But we're basically below Yelp, which is a powerhouse, pretty much as big as it gets, and then Molly Maid, who is probably, I don't know, maybe $1 billion company at this point, right? So, and we don't have an SEO team. So I want you guys to remember that as well. We don't have an in-house SEO team. We literally just optimize things very easily inside the website builder. And yes, we've pointed links. We hired people years ago that built our authority up a little bit, so it was easier. So I'm not saying SEO is going to be easy and it's going to be easy to rank, especially in saturated markets. I have a separate video about that, but I'm just showing you that we don't have a team. We haven't had a team for a very long time, and we were able to rank here with our website builder in a saturated market in a huge city and the biggest keyword, right? And I don't want to keep going more about this. I have other videos, like I said. So let's get back to the website builder. But this is one thing that you have to keep in mind. You are more than capable of ranking first page, first position. And this is the nice part about the website builder. You can do this yourself. Like I said, you don't have to hire someone now. If you learn a little bit about SEO, you can now go in and make the changes yourself, just like this, and you won't have to hire somebody. Those are going to be your advantages if you like doing things like that. Okay, so how do you do it? So now we're inside the website builder, and you can see that literally all your pages are here, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. So I'm going to go to, let's say, our services page, and now from the settings you can go ahead and click here, SEO basics. You can put in your titles that you want, and today with ChatGPT it's so nice and easy because you can literally how do I rank this in this city, and it will start telling you what to do, and you can optimize it. That's how we optimize our pages, and it works like a charm. Okay, to be no team, no expensive SEO team, and to be ranked super high is remarkable because of ChatGPT telling you what to do. So you don't have to be a professional, you just have to know the basics. So you could do all that stuff in here, of course, do your social shares, super easy. You just upload things. And then if you want to change things, you just add a section, let's say, pick already pre-built things, put them in here. So this is, our page I'm kind of already showing you. And to change text, super simple. You literally just change whatever you want, add something at the end. Okay. Links, everything pretty much in here. And if you're more experienced, you can do custom. You could add custom fields as well. So custom right here. And see, like, we have VAs who actually come in here and sometimes optimize things or help out, or I do it myself even when I have a moment and I need to change something because it takes a second, right? And that's the power of this. And for me, I don't think I've ever used the custom section. I'm not even experienced enough to do that. So that's another thing. A lot of people think, overcomplicate things. And that's why you cannot believe, everybody online, because they have their own agendas. And I'm telling you, if I never even use the custom section to build something out and we're just using things from the templates, that tells you, you know, exactly what you already need to know. Don't overcomplicate it. Start with the templates that we have. You can see, I'll go back to my business here from the other end. You can see that this is pretty much the same template, the same layout, and that matters, right? When I was telling you earlier how we built everything out from a specific perspective, that means that everything is kind of put together from a perspective where the customer is going to come in and book. So you have the starting point where you could literally just launch what's already there, just change the text, just, you know, just change your colors to fit your brand, your logo, and you are pretty much ready to go. The website is going to start getting you clients, right? That is how it's set up by default. And you will see that my website literally uses the same thing. So, and of course, you know, we've been in business a long time, so we've added our own sections, but the flow is pretty much the same as you will have on any of the websites that are there. Okay. And, you know, as you grow, that's basically what you will have to do. So I'm telling you, use this by default. It's going to get you better results than someone that will create you a $10,000 website. And so don't ever do that. Okay. If someone ever wants to get you to pay that, don't ever do that. Use the website builder, use the layout, start changing things, and be ready to go. So you guys can go ahead and look over how my website is structured. You guys can go ahead and have a menu, sub menu under the menu. So, or drop down, I should say. You can see everything that we have in here. And everything in here is built from the website builder. As you saw, very, very easy. So if you guys have questions on the website builder or anything like that, its capabilities, let me know. Another cool thing that I want you to also see is that you can build a mobile friendly website versus a desktop website. So there's two different versions that you could build, right? And they could look either the same if you wanted to, or you could make it look different. So for example, like for ours, when you go, I'm pretty sure we might not even have a footer, or we do. Okay. But anyways, you can go ahead and have a different website. So if you had a section here, you can hide it from showing up on desktop, and it will only be there. So you could really tailor it towards mobile, which is very useful. Not everybody really allows that if you choose certain website builders. And I think that's a huge thing, because, you know, mobile traffic is very important, and you should really focus on optimizing for that specific, you know, device or that specific type, which is mobile, right? Because desktop, mobile, much different. You have a lot less space. And again, I mean, everything we've already kind of built out is already a starting point where it's going to be highly converting. Okay. So trust me, use the website builder. We have thousands of people starting this way. Don't ever get sold on, you know, anybody that's telling you you need a different website, because another thing is some people are successful, okay? And just because they have a custom website builder that they built a long time ago and they don't want something basic, they may try to scare you and tell you that this is the right way, but I'm telling you, it's not. There's only one reason why I would say having a website built somewhere else is a good idea, but it is not enough to go there. Because, and I'll tell you this, so if a platform like BookingKoala ever goes down, you know, and this happens everywhere in any kind of space, in any software, right? At least you will have your website up while maybe the other part is down. That is the only reason. But you have to keep in mind that obviously our goal is to never go down, because we want you guys to succeed. So, you know, why would you, you know, think in that direction? I would never, I would never do it, right? If that was the case, I would have a website somewhere else as well, right? And I also have a Wix website for my um, uh, personal brand. And again, it's using a very easy website builder. I would never pay an expensive website developer if I'm going to be starting a new business, unless I'm going, $1 billion company like we're trying to build BookingKoala. Obviously, then you need something custom, because you cannot build what we're trying to build here through a website builder or pre-built templates. So this is a video that I would bookmark, save it, watch it, make sure you do things from this format. And then I also have another video that you guys need to watch, which shows you the exact setup that BookingKoala or that King of Maids uses, from from getting a customer to show up to booking the customer. Make sure you watch the video. It's actually a very popular video that a lot of people watch, and it will go ahead and help you have a perfect setup, which by default actually is already kind of in here. But you should be aware of it and how it actually works to maximize the amount of money that you make through online booking. Okay, good luck, you guys.